Oh,
Where radio gets real.
yes. I take you to the edge, and of course, Crystal Lynn is going to do what she does. And
What is
that means
What-
berate me. That's what that means.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is?
Yes, that's what that is.
Okay.
Well, you okay? Hi. How you doing
Hey.
today?
I'm awesome. How
You're
are
awesome. I'm great.
You? Okay.
Fresh off of another beautiful weekend. We had some great weather today.
I'm sorry, what happened?
It was a beautiful day. There was no rain.
It was a beautiful weekend.
Yes, it was. It was great.
Celebrated my daughter's umpteenth birthday.
That's what's up.
She is, as she calls it, officially a teenager. She said 13 really isn't a teen. It's like you're just warming up to it. But 14, you're really a teenager. So
I was always told that 13, you're a teenager.
I was really paranoid too. I shouldn't have been, but when you have like 6 teenage girls, I just don't know what to expect. But they did well. Went to a concert on Sunday.
Who they see? Yep,
Somebody.
exactly. That does not sound like anybody I know.
It was Jermaine Dupri's group. The show he did of the kid rappers. What was it called? Rap Game.
Yes.
He had all the seasons, all the participants from all the seasons present. So they had a blast. That's all that matters.
That sounds like a plan. I'd never seen the show. I think I heard about it from you.
My daughter actually made me watch it a few times, and it was interesting. It was good to kind of see them. It pushed like their work ethic. It showed their creativity. You know, it was all these different challenges, and the kids had the opportunity to shine in a different way than what you would really normally expect. So, it was okay for the shows that I did watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we have to ask the question that we always ask right here on iRaiseRadio. What's good? What's going on? What's good in your world? We have some guests.
Yes.
For those that are following us on
Let them
Facebook
introduce
Live.
themselves.
Okay, that would be you all. So
I know. Wake up. I need to pass this energy drink
She looked at
around.
me like,
I'm
man.
gonna go first. Hello, everyone. I'm Z Nicolay, a member from Inspired Soul, and I'm also a poet from Gary, Indiana.
I was giving Nicolay a hard time before we got on there. I was like, yeah, that's Nicole.
They always do.
Yeah. And we also have with us
Kjo Unscripted, native of Gary, Indiana, currently residing in New Orleans.
all right 504.
504.
That's what's up. Didn't think I knew that, did you, Crystal?
I wouldn't know if you knew. But you road trip enough that, I would expect you to know an area code.
Yes.
That was an area code,
Yes.
Wasn't paying attention for a second there.
Yeah, I dipped out and hit up Nashville just for 14 hours.
Only you.
Yes, kicked it and then came right back. It's the best way to do it. So, I mean, Z,
Yes,
what's
sir.
good? What's good?
We have an awesome show coming up this Friday with Inspired Soul. It's our all-white party. We only do that once a year. Jimmy
All
is
white?
still all white.
Is it mandatory?
It's not mandatory, but it'd be
But
nice
you'll
if
stick
you
out like a sore
participate.
thumb? Okay.
Probably. So, you always have the rebel that comes in all black.
Yes.
But yeah, we're celebrating Jimmy Steele's birthday as well Friday.
Okay.
That's what's
We
up.
have,
This is her golden year, too. She turns 50.
I'm telling.
Yes.
Oh, I am
She's
telling.
paying
Let me
attention.
make
She's
sure
watching
paying
right now.
attention. Yeah, I just hit the invite for her.
Shouts out to Jamia Steele on her 50th birthday.
Oh
That's
my
just a
gosh,
beautiful
you're gonna
thing.
get it. Yeah, we have awesome talent coming up this Friday. Malone will be back, requested to come back.
Awesome.
So yeah, he's phenomenal. We also have Trip Fontaine out of Ohio coming back. That brother is a cold poet. Yes, he is.
Okay.
So that's what we have coming up.
So tell the listeners who may not be familiar with Inspired Soul what all to expect. They have all white. They need to wear this time.
Oh, most definitely. Well, Inspired Soul, we're just a group of people who just love general arts, whether it's music, live painting, drawings, poets, singers. So what to expect at this actual show is we have live singers, live poets, we have a live band, 2 DJs on deck, cash bar. We do our own after set. So it's a grown and sexy event.
And then there's a spot for open mic, right?
Oh, most definitely a spot for open mic. Yes.
That's just for you,
For the
JD.
poets
That's
only,
right.
not for the singers. The singers must practice with the band.
Really? So I just can't come up and.
No, not at all.
Freestyle.
Please
'Cause
don't.
I've been to a couple of y'all events, and there was some people they did not practice with that band, but I'm not gonna put them on blast. If they did, I'm not going to condone and say that was practice. I mean, it's all.
I want to know after the show. Who
Okay,
she's
we'll
speaking
talk. I was like, she came from out of town to do this? No. Anyway, so
Security, we
what's
had
good?
some
What's
great
good?
talent at our show. Damien, don't do us like that. We had great talent.
Yes, nothing. I mean, but every once in a while, you'll have that person where their biggest fan is their mama or their girl. So, it is what it is.
Gotta love your kids.
Yeah, sure do.
Stay positive. Yeah.
That's a beautiful.
Gotta love your kids.
That's a
Just
beautiful.
FYI, y'all look like twins from this side angle.
Oh, really?
You're a hater.
Is that where we're going?
You're a hater.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera. It's
Enjoy
it's
the
distracting me. The hairs
It's
are doing the
okay.
gang signs.
It ain't a bad thing. Black is beautiful.
She calls me Black Cheetos. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Black is beautiful, no matter the shade.
So, hey, Joe, tell us some more about what you've been up to.
Oh man, I blew in with the wind about a week or so ago.
Coming into the Windy City, it just seems right.
Yeah, I had I had another edition of my event that I do called One Night Only, which is been running for like 7 years. So this past show, which was May 20th, I had world-renowned poet named Rudy Francisco. Dope show. My show is live band. You've been there. Live musicians, poets, vocalists. I host and perform in it, and it's like the best of the best talent that hit the stage. One Night Only. Other than that, I'm a photographer too, so I'm about town, doing little shoots and things of that nature. And I'm here today to share with you guys. You know what I'm saying? And just get in
Awesome.
on this
Yes, we got some
conversation
artistries.
Poets.
artistry.
And we had to give them a full disclaimer because I said, hold on, pause, because
Lots
these
of
both
S's.
are the ones that take you to the edge for real. We have to make sure that we're PG-13. I'm talking about the artist.
Oh yeah. We had to have
We know.
disclaimer. I've seen Z before perform.
Both of them needed
Yeah,
that
KJ
disclaimer. It
don't
has
be
to be
short stuff,
PG-13.
See, I saw him years ago.
More like 13 and under, not 13 and over. Just FYI. You
Yeah.
got that memo? No? Okay.
Yeah, I got a verse for every audience.
All right, now it's time for us to jump into the Crystal Clear message. This
Right
is where,
now?
yes, it's that time where somebody writes into Crystal asking for her advice in some aspect of life. With that being said, here's Crystal.
All right. Let's see here. Dear Crystal.
I like the fact you did this in a 2 font. Go ahead, finish.
What happened? Where?
No,
Not two.
right. That's a size 2.
See a magnifying.
And I got glasses on.
Oh, it was a copy
Take
and
the sheets
paste
off.
and print. That's all. Sorry. Usually, it's electronic.
Do the text.
Dear Crystal, I am in a 3-way conundrum. I am friends with 2 women I truly adore. Jackie, who I have known forever, or almost 10 years, and was even in her wedding. I've known Ashley for a couple years, and I travel with her frequently. About 7 months ago, Ashley started dating a longtime friend of Jackie's. Recently, Jackie told me she had to get something off of her chest. She informed me that her friend was still married and has had a vasectomy. To be fair, he and his wife were separated, but legally still married. The problem is that Ashley thinks they have been divorced for years. Jackie is now upset that I want to say something to Ashley about this dude. I'm sick to my stomach that I have been placed in this position. Jackie has begged me not to say anything because it's going to ruin her friendship with her friend and her husband. But I'm livid that she would put me in this situation and ask me not to say anything. What is your opinion on how to proceed? Okay. Let's just say friends come in waves with me. I don't keep them too long because if you really consider yourself a friend, you want to know the full, honest, truthful standpoint of where we are. I never want to be in a position where I call somebody a friend and something that's going to hurt me and you withhold that information from me. So if you want to consider yourself a friend to this individual, to one or both of them, you need to be able to evaluate what is fair to both parties. While it looks like you've been friends with Jackie for a while, and you were in her wedding, and this friendship has probably lasted longer than your friendship with Ashley, time does not determine who you're more faithful to. I really would have you evaluate the type of person you want to be categorized as. Your character, your values, and everything is tied to your decision in this season. And so I would really caution you to be a true friend. I would answer this the way you would want this question answered. If you were Ashley, would you want your friends to tell you? If you were Jackie, would it really be fair to you, if the shoe was on the other foot, would it be fair to you to keep this to yourself? Jackie knew the position she put you in when she opened her mouth. I don't care how many glasses of wine or y'all was sitting here talking about X, Y, and Z. When she opened her mouth, she took away that power from herself of having that secret. Now it's up to you to make this decision. The last thing I would... There's another suggestion, another approach you can do with this. Completely left wing from the first approach, which is just tell Ashley directly. And this is something that I've done plenty of times, and I apologize to all my friends who have had this happen to them. You confront the guy. I've confronted the guy because you know what happens? If the guy knows that I know as this mutual friend, he's going to do one of two things. He's going to confess to you before I tell him, or he's going to stop, or he'll walk away. Whatever the case, he's going to become so uncomfortable that you're going to come for him. I mean, that's just me. That's the friend that I am. That he's going to evaluate what he's doing to Ashley in this situation. So there are a couple of different approaches. It can backfire either way it goes. But at the end of the day, how can you sleep at night? How can you just wash your hands, know that you've done your part, and walk away feeling like I've done what I'm supposed to do?
This is what I call classic side chick 101.
Oh boy.
I don't know if that's side chick because look.
No, I'm talking about not for the friend that's actually, the one that's feeling perplexed about the conundrum that she's in. To me, I guess sometimes you have to stay in your lane.
Yes, sir.
You really do.
Then you ain't a friend.
No.
I see what kind of friend you are.
No,
you see my dude standing out here doing X, Y, Z. You don't text me. You better sit here and do a random screenshot and leave the phone open.
I'm put you like this. I'm gonna speak from a place of experience of where when you reach out, sometimes you're thinking that you're gonna do the right thing, and you end up losing that friendship because,
Yes, sir.
And I've had that. I'm gonna be honest. I've had that where friends have walked away because they figured this was better, or they pick sides, or they want to kill the messenger. But you know what happens? They always come back around from those friendships. They either apologize for the way they took the information, because I never say it to put you out on Front Street. Yeah. I'm never gonna say it where like, oh well, that's why your man do it. See, this is a one-on-one conversation. Come on in the room, close that door. Let me explain to you some things that you need to be looking at.
The one thing I will say that I agree with what you said was just the fact that in approaching the party that's the cheater, I would say something to them like, look, I know your dirty little secret. Either you want to, get yourself straightened out, or I'm going to my girl with it. Give them a chance to do it. I'm not going to go to that other person.
What I was going to say is like a friendship, just like any other relationship, is based on communication and honesty. So if I can't be honest with people that I'm around, I can't consider them a friend. And so the not telling is lying. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
If you're withholding, that's a lot. So I'm the type of person that, I'll probably, like you said, I'll have a conversation with each person, and then I would say, hey, this is going to have to come out one way or the other. Because I don't want to because either way, you can get caught in the middle of that.
Yeah, you can.
You're the innocent bystander. You're between a rock and a hard place.
Me personally, if I'm the guy that's cheating, I will sit up there and be like, well, your girl ain't nothing because she knew.
Right, exactly.
I'm dirty.
That's how it comes back around. But you know what?
You said you got true friends, but Crystal didn't say nothing when she saw me with Barbara.
I hope I don't get in trouble. I hope I don't get in trouble for this comment, but I had a situation where I was friends with both parties, the male and the female in the relationship. Knew something was going down and didn't say anything, right? This is one of those ones just like, I'm just going to stay clear because I don't want to get in the middle of this because I'm friends with both parties. Well, the young lady approached me and said, do you know of such and such cheating on me? I said, if you knew the real answer, how would you react? And I left it there.
Therefore, you gave her the answer.
And I left it there. I mean, reality is a lot of times when people draw these conclusions, you already know the answer. Do you want me to tell you the answer? Because, I mean, are you going to act on this? It's just like, well, I really don't know. I don't know if I would tell you then. I would just let you answer that for yourself. I don't need to tell you anything that your heart already says.
I feel like Damien, though, and what's funny is me and my aunt was just having this conversation last night. And
just by chance, y'all just...
it comes up.
Because of a conversation that she brought up about somebody and what they was going on. And I was sitting there like, that's none of your business.
Yeah.
It's really none of your business. You don't know what they have going on in their relationship, what she don't know what she wants to know or not know. So that's none of my business. I don't have anything to do with that.
It's funny you say it like that because Crystal and I know someone that they're in a committed relationship and the individual they're in a relationship with, they cheat regularly, openly. And originally when I saw it, I got offended and I was like, you know what? He's trash, whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't know what type of relationship they're in. They could be in an open relationship.
Yeah.
And it happens.
It does.
So it's good to just...
I don't know. I just need that verification. Like, so you okay with this? Because I just need to know. I just need to know if I'm closing my eyes or I'm making it wide.
Clearly she is because all parties involved are still involved. So stay in your lane. If somebody wants to write into the Crystal Clear message, how can they do that, Crystal?
They could definitely inbox the iRaiseRadio page, inbox myself, and there's actually a form attached that you can submit anonymously, and we will not judge. No judgment zone.
I'm judging.
We just want to make sure we give
this is camera
some open
I'm
advice.
judging all day. Yes, I'm judging. I'm sorry. I'm full of
judgment. We have to
judgment.
give real advice. I mean, so, like this, people want to have a serious, unbiased opinion on some of the things that they face day to day, and we're here to kind of give that insight with a crystal clear message. I try.
Yeah, but I mean,
sometimes I'm off.
That is what you're supposed to do. My role on this show is to make sure people are totally just blindsided by the truth.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, you have to. And it just goes into what
we're the balance. I know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what goes into it. I mean, because honestly, just like with my moment of unmotivation, I think there's just too much motivation. I think we're overstimulated when it comes to motivation.
You like my motivation.
That's because we're on the show together. Can I be honest? If we were not on this show, I'd be like, scroll on. No.
Thanks.
I'm joking. You give some great motivation. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's too much. It's over. It's like we are diabetics when it comes to motivation.
I think it just depends on the type of motivation you need, because all of it's out there, right? Yeah. And I think unmotivation is out there too. That's Gary V all day. Like I feel like he's in the vein of unmotivation.
If you've ever seen Gary V, that dude is just unadulterated truth.
Mm-hmm. And don't have kids in the room.
If you're no, to me, I think your kids need to be in the room just so they can see.
No, there needs to be an edited version there.
No, that's life. That's life. That's part of the problem.
But you get on me for using certain words. Hold on, let's get real right now.
I'm joking.
I can't use certain words, but we should let the kids hear Gary V say certain words.
That's right. Gary V is a professional. He's a trained professional. He's been at this for years. I mean, it's just like,
says it differently.
I mean, growing up, we all had that one family member where they were the ones that were the cussers, but they kept it real.
So I can't be that one.
No, your parents kept you away from that person because your parents still wanted you to believe in the lies.
That auntie had kids too. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying they wanted you to believe in the lies of Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and paying your taxes pays off. All that good stuff. They wanted you to believe in those myths of life.
Who wanted you to believe that? Your parents?
Your parents.
You're a lie. I told my daughter the first time she snapped off saying, "That's okay, I'm going to ask Santa." I am Santa. And you ain't getting nothing.
Again,
how about that?
I said my parents. You're not my...
Sorry.
You're like,
took it too personal.
You're like 56 years younger than me, so it's like...
Everybody older than they 50.
Yeah, pretty much. Shouts out to Jamia Steele, who turns 50. So my moment of unmotivation. Yeah, it's all good. She turned 50. It is what it is. So my moment of unmotivation today actually is surrounded by those that are, getting ready for the summer. The summer body, ladies.
I'm nervous. Here you go. Here you go again. You gonna go there?
I have to make sure.
Off my headphones for this.
It's all good. I mean, what it is as you know, we've been seeing posts all year round, especially around the holidays. You know, I'm in the gym getting ready for summer 2017.
What you got to say?
2017 is here. Summer is next week. Like it or not.
Okay.
No. I mean, the 21st?
Okay, you're right.
What can you do between now and the 21st besides accept what you are?
You can do that Beyonce diet. What was that one cleanse with the cayenne pepper?
What is it? The Beyonce diet would be one where you're talented and you marry someone who's also talented, make millions.
This diet came out before Jay-Z.
Sell
This guy came out before him.
She was 15.
That's how she got him.
She was 15 before Jay-Z. So, I mean, what it really comes down to is... What it comes down to is just this, just learning to accept. And we touched on this a little bit last week, but I want to go in a little bit deeper because over the weekend, I saw more and more posts of the same people that put out this information about them working on their summer bodies.
Yes,
they had those Memorial Day plates. That's counterintuitive of your mission. That's counterintuitive of your goal.
It's a balance. You got to have a cheat day.
No.
Memorial Day was cheat day. And actually was a weekend, so it extended past the normal 24-hour window.
I just think people need to be honest with themselves.
Yeah, you got to be honest with yourself. Stop lying. You're fat.
Because
accept it.
Some people will say like, "Oh yeah, I can lose."
It's the truth.
I can lose this, and I'm like, you'll lose your mind before you lose that weight.
Yeah,
you know?
because I mean, especially when you look at a person's eating habit. If we're having a blizzard and you telling me how much weight you're gonna lose, let's be for real. Stop that.
Crystal,
Stop wasting my time and
I'm
space
with you.
with
It's
it.
a balance. I eat what I want to, but I exercise.
Yeah, that's why I lost my last relationship
But
because
if
of
they're
them
just
cheat
eating
days
what
I
they
had
want to
incorporated
eat
into
and
it.
then not exercising, then that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, it's a balance. So I'm sorry. What
So
were you
how do
motivating
cheat
people
days?
to do?
How do cheat days factor into this? Please tell me, how does it work?
Because you started coming at Memorial Day plates, so I wanted to let you know that it's okay.
But no,
to
see,
indulge
the problem was
in
the
moderation.
cheat day was on Saturday and Memorial Day was on Monday. So I saw the cheat day plate on Saturday, and then I saw the Memorial Day plates, and it looked like a battlefield of just chickens that lost their lives for the cause. It was a beautiful cheat day. It's a lot of wings.
Look,
So
Holidays are automatic cheat days.
I was gonna say
Is that what it
holidays
is?
don't
Yeah.
count as anything.
what was it?
They're-
It was actually
any
a
bank holiday.
an unwritten rule. Like if you're cheating under a sheet, it's not cheating.
Really?
Somebody said, "Wow."
The laxatives.
if you
Is that what you're
close
eating?
your
Not the
eyes.
laxatives.
Yeah, it's just amazing, and I think part of it comes back to what we're going to talk about as our topic of the day in the effing truth. Is just the fact that people no longer accept the truth, and we put on masks.
It makes you feel better about who you are, where you are, or just
But
kind of
with-
sugarcoats the
With those masks,
realities.
it goes back to we're just constantly seeking to just feel better, and it's no one is actually talking about the truth. It's just
Right.
I'm just going to feel better. No, you have a drinking problem.
You
No,
they suppress the condition that they actually have the mask for.
yeah,
So it just bubbles underneath, basically.
yeah. So.
Interesting.
Moment of
So try
unmotivation. Remember,
and-
just accept you for who you are. If you big, you big. If you skinny, be skinny. The whole thing is work on being the best you that you can be.
hello.
And you'll be amazed what happens after that.
Wow, amazing.
So
Love yourself.
that's right. If not, love that blizzard you're making love to. I don't know what to say.
Extra Oreos, please.
Oh, do you want me to play the music so I can
I don't
go
know.
into this?
You
What's
sometimes get to me when you come for this
Big
weight thing
girls.
because you've been in this vein for about a month now, and
No.
I feel
'Cause we're going into
targeted
summer.
mainly because
Over the weekend, I saw more of the liquid leggings. I'm tired of women walking around looking like
I'm
80s
tired of
wrestlers.
leggings, period. Look, I'm
Like,
tired
for
of
real.
leggings, period. Like jeans was not invented, or pants, or slacks, or something. I'm just tired of leggings.
one
period.
size fits most.
No,
with the
and that's the
leggings.
problem. It does
They
not.
believe
You have to
that.
take in consideration your shape, everything.
I think that they should stay with solid colors, darker solid colors.
I think you have to
Nope.
spend money on real
I think they
leggings
should just
because
leave
with them
them alone,
solids, it's still
period.
see through.
Yeah, with
Use
those,
it as
you can't-
their
not the
workout
ones you pick up at the
outfit.
gas.
Yes.
They could use it for the workout.
Not the
outfit.
ones you pick up at the gas
But you know
station.
what? I have a comment because I noticed that he's saying women. But what about these men who claim they be in the gym as well? And
Excuse
they
me,
still
excuse me.
looking
no
Z.
like-
rompers.
No, Z,
No
I want to put this out there. Z, I don't date men, so I don't know what they do.
Well,
so
we're
I
going
can
to speak for the women because men be all over Facebook talking about how hard they hit in the gym too, and they still look like the Pillsbury Doughboy too.
Well, that's because
angles.
that's
It's
because
filters and
y'all are
angles.
making love to blizzards at the same time. And stop that. Stop it. Stop bringing all the cookies and donuts to the office and then think y'all gonna do something different. I mean, it is what it is. My overall message is this. If you are what you are, accept it. Don't try and
You don't
sell
have
yourself.
to accept it, though.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
No,
you do.
you don't.
Yes, you
that's
do.
the point. That's the point of what changes you. It's till you're at a point where you get uncomfortable and you say, "I no longer want to be this." That you switch gears and decide, "Okay, I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna change my ways. I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to no longer be in debt. Whatever that thing is, it has to get to a point where you say, "I no longer want to be this."
But the
until
first,
that time, you accept the situation as it is.
yeah,
I think you become
that's what. But
complacent.
no, that's
if
what the
you-
change.
That's
is.
depressed.
That's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
a negative acceptance. That's the same thing.
That's where the change will begin because it's like in order for me to see that I'm drowning, I have to actually accept the fact that I'm in water. Part of the problem is for a lot of individuals that are looking to lose weight, they never look at themselves as they're in water and how much water they're in. They're like, no, I'm not that bad. And they compare themselves to somebody that does not even have the same lifestyle they're living. Beyonce can get a trainer. She doesn't work a 9 to 5.
But they do workouts on
Again.
NBC every morning, the celebrity workouts,
No.
and I watch that
But
while I'm on the treadmill.
Let me say this though.
When you doing, you on your treadmill.
I am watching
But
it.
let me say this: a lot of women see the image of another woman who has a totally different genetic makeup,
Different life.
period, that they'll never achieve. I mean, seriously. I mean, you can't compare your body. If you're a pear, you can't compare yourself to I'm trying to think what's another shade.
A kiwi.
Apple, that's the thing you need to go for.
Apple.
But
I
I'm
was
saying
thinking apple.
some people, some women or people in general are just genetically prone to beauty. They can lose weight and gain weight like this. Some people you reach a point in your life where you don't hit that you don't hit the wall.
Yeah, basically
And
what
once
he's
you
saying
hit
is
the
all
wall-
downhill.
Yeah, once
I
you hit
love
the
when
wall,
skinny men have this conversation.
That's
with
exactly.
women.
I'm slender.
Comedy
I'm
coming
slender
from
for the
it.
record. That's the first
Skinny
thing.
man.
I'm slender.
slim.
That's exactly
Kitty
what
man.
someone said on here, coming from the two skinniest dudes ever.
Hey, call it what it is.
Who said it? Who
Yeah,
said
I
it?
My eyes work just as well as anybody.
Pretty much.
50-year-old.
What up, 50? I mean, but it comes down to you truly accepting. And I mean, I get it. It's going to be a struggle. The thing is, live the best life that you can possibly live.
Yeah.
While
And
being healthy.
right.
Try
I
it.
think too many times the focus is just on losing weight to get to this ideal size instead of looking at, okay, what are the changes that I can make in my life to live a healthier life?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes our diet needs to change. Just because they
It
cook it
does.
don't mean we have to eat it.
True.
Yeah.
Somebody asked the question, said, what size is healthy?
There's
Any size could be healthy.
Your doctor will tell you.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
something. And
And
actually,
you have to go to the right doctor for it because
they go through that
that-
BMI chart.
no, actually that's the thing. My doctor doesn't go off the BMI. She tells me overall, yes, you should lose some weight according to your height. But overall, doing those blood tests that says what your cholesterol is, what your
Blood pressure.
and all that, those determine if you're quote unquote healthy.
I'm gonna tell you the best
'Cause
way
you
to
don't want to
tell.
sit here and be diabetic and you're like, well, I'm ignoring the signs leading up to it.
The best way to tell if you're healthy, go to any club parking lot and get out the car and walk slowly to the door. That'll tell you, if you're
I
healthy.
cannot see
How would that tell you?
Because if the
The
dude's like,
breathing.
girl, you thick. Hey, now, hey, little mama, you're healthy.
You good.
But if they like, if you hear this when you walk by, dang, you see what she got on? How's she gonna do all of that? Oh, look at the heels. That's a lot of weight on them heels.
No,
That
you
way.
got to do a time test. So I had a confession that I sit in the car for about 45 minutes when I go to the gym before I actually get out of the car. So if you get out of the car before the next person, then you're healthy. No,
No,
What?
that was
I don't even
no.
very interesting. Never
Stand
heard
behind the
that.
person on the treadmill, and whoever gets off first, then you're healthier.
No, go
No.
to Planet
You done
Fitness.
made
Whoever's
yourself
spending more
something.
time at the free pizza, that lets you know.
You know, I've
my
never
gosh.
made it to the free pizza, and I
That's a good
tried.
See, that's healthy.
But I tried. Like, I just want to see it because I want to see
For
what
real.
brand they bring in.
And that's motivation.
That's motivation. It's motivation.
Better not. I heard it was Papa
But again,
John's.
that goes back to that cheat
somebody
day.
tell me
That's
what
their
kind of
cheat
pizza
day.
they bring in.
Okay.
Because the bagels were Panera. I did not indulge. I just saw it though, because I go in the morning. You know what I mean?
That's motivation.
All right, so jumping into the F and truth. F and truth is basically where we bring facts and truth on a topic. Today's topic, we're asking about what are the masks we wear. What are the masks we wear? Now, mask, when I thought about this topic, I was thinking about the mask first on, let's identify the mask in different situations. And then let's actually talk about why individuals wear those masks. Kicking off the conversation, I would say, we'll say in church.
Almost definitely a lot of masks.
You want to break down the
Like a
church
Let's-
mask?
Let's break down the church
That's
mask.
a Mardi Gras party.
The first one I will say the one of status, because you have those individuals where they're perceived to have a lot of money, so that's they wear the mask of, I'm in control and I've got the financial purse strings here. You have those individuals where it's like I'm the standard. Those are the ones that they try and make sure they're up front, and it's almost like they're saying in a subtle way the "be like me" message. It's like you have to walk like me, talk like me, dress like me. In order to be a part of this congregation.
True.
I would say the so saved face.
Yes.
They so saved that they can't have a regular conversation. They got to
Yes.
speak to you in scriptures rather than in.
That's the person you say good morning. God is beautiful.
God
How,
good.
how are you
all the
doing?
time.
How are you doing? Blessed and highly favored on the left side of my body as His love. It's like, okay, yeah,
I can't do wrong.
yeah.
That's a mask that
I
feel
have
like.
no pass.
Oh, that's a good
Yes,
mask.
I love that mask. That I have no pass. I have 5 children, 5 different fathers, but I have no past.
Good one. So they pass off judgment on
Yes.
everyone else around them. Like,
No, she didn't wear that mask.
Or the judgment zone just in general
Yeah.
as far as what somebody wears, that face expression like of disgust.
Yes. All right. So we don't get too much flack from our church people.
Right, let's go to another one.
What about the mask of social media?
oh my God.
I have arrived.
Okay.
I am always happy.
Yes. I'm living a beautiful life.
My relationship is what you want to be, boo.
Yes. Oh, they're the ones I call relationship goals. You got to reach for it. You got to reach for it. Reach for
Hashtag,
it. Yeah.
hashtag relationship goals.
Yes.
Social media allows you to be anybody you want to be. That is just horrible because they're out here being that person, and we know them in real life though. Like
Yeah.
that is not you.
Yeah, like a reinvented.
Right.
Oh, the ones that just reinvent.
Oh, I love
Their
those
whole
individuals.
life.
Those
Only
are,
post pictures when they shop, dressed to the nines.
those are the
Like,
ones where it's like, for a fact that they have problems, but the mask that they put out there on social media reflects one where it's like, now you're pretty much crying out for attention. And the attention, attention is attention at the end of the day, whether it's good or bad. But they're crying out for attention. Those are the ones that they always have to post pictures with them and their girl all hugged up, or they got their whatever car they're in, they got to show it's clean. Or they're the ones that do the lunch plate check-in or let you know when they're at a high-end restaurant,
They
whatever the case
shallow.
may.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Yeah.
And there's nothing worse than
Sorry.
trying to get deep with shallow people.
Yeah, I know. I have any type of conversation actually.
But a lot of times, I would say that those people are people that are still in search of who they really are.
Yeah.
Versus the mask. I think those people are still searching a lot of times.
I think you can search and still be authentic though.
Well, you have some people that live by the mantra, fake it till you make it.
Fake it, exactly.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I cry. I don't brush my hair on social media. I will tell you the dirt of the dirt. If someone asks me, because reality is I won't
Yeah.
stay here.
Now, for those that really know me, they know my story. So on social media, I only put out the things that I want to be seen.
Right, exactly.
And that's what everybody does.
Not necessarily.
I don't put my personal information on Facebook. It's just Facebook, and
Yeah.
they don't need to know all of that. If you don't know me personally, you're not getting anything off of Facebook about me.
Yeah,
You can
it's
put it together if you want to.
it's
but
a faux
nothing.
world.
Yeah, and I
And
don't want to get caught up in all of that.
But in 2017, Facebook.
Someone said, here's one that we just talked about in the previous conversation, but we didn't mention here. The filters and the angles.
Yes.
Deception.
Wait. Wait.
It's
Now,
because you know what? I'm gonna tell you, there's some people that I see in person. I'm like, wait a minute. So you bigger than me, but all your pictures, you look better than me. I just
The
don't.
angles,
there's one person that
There's an art to photography.
yeah,
I
yes.
know. I gotta learn that.
There's
One.
there's
That's
a
a
lady. There's a lady out there, Tiffany Liddell. Whenever I see her, she looks nothing. Oh, it's a shade room up here. No, it's she does not look the way she looks on Facebook. I'm sorry, and I told her this to her face. I would.
And if you
well,
want
at least you
any,
already
if you want to
done
say
that.
anything to Damien, you can call 1-800-I'm-Petty.
That's right.
On his shirt.
Shouts out to Johnny Gore for dropping the shirt. This is Petty's on today.
It is all
Super
petty,
petty.
and I'd like
She
to shout
saved,
out
but she's petty.
Hey, but Patty.
yes.
Yes. So yeah, I mean.
Oh my gosh.
And we're seeing more and more of the masks that are being worn, whether it be fake hair, eyelashes, eyebrows,
Oh my
body enhancement. And it makes it hard, especially for me as a man, to even consider approaching some women today.
Say that again. I swear, love yourself the way you are. I'm so glad I'm team natural because all that extra stuff is ridiculous.
It's hard
They're
to
gone
maintain.
too far.
And
They're gone too far.
Z is 100% natural. She don't even use deodorant. That's how natural she is.
Don't y'all believe that?
That was the tangiest hug I've ever received. No.
Don't y'all believe that?
I believe, though, too, that sometimes there are some instances where a mask is necessary.
Like when?
A prime example of that is when we had 8 years with Barack Obama as a president. So with that being said, I'm sure that there are instances where there might have been something that's relatable to us that he wanted to react a particular way, but being the fact that he held the office of President of the United States, he had in front of the face of America, you had to keep that poker face. You know what I'm saying? But underneath
That's
it,
funny. Yeah.
but underneath it, he could have been like, you know what I'm saying? I know he had to feel, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Feel from.
That's funny because Cat Williams did say that when Barack Obama go up there and speak, it looked like he always had a face where he wanted to tell us something, but just couldn't tell us. And I always thought that to be true.
I will say another situation in history, American's history, where we had to have a mask, and that was, I don't know how you are, but you all might remember when the OJ verdict came down. Mm-hmm. At the time, I was living in Nashville, Tennessee, and I remember being in a very diverse room, and the room was divided clearly when the verdict came down, where there were people that were crying and other people that were celebrating. And at that moment, it was like, okay, because of I have to be a professional.
Yeah.
You know, I have to bottle that up. And even now in my profession, a lot of times I'm in a room where, you know, people don't understand. And they talk freely, and the things that they're allowed to say, I can't say it because it takes away from the image.
Right.
So it's like, all right, put the mask on. Now, it's not one of those where you're selling out, but it's one of those things where it's like, no, in order to keep these bills paid, I just got to sit on some words.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because and the flips, not even the flip side, is because Barack had to be this way, but look in 2017, Trump is like whatever.
Yeah, polar
Wilding
opposites.
out.
It's like whatever.
Polar opposites.
Yeah.
Man. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Some other mass situations.
When you're a parent,
Yes.
you
Yes.
have to
definitely
make
necessary.
sure you're filtering certain reactions, certain words, because your child is watching you all the time, and how you handle certain things, and they see you more than anyone
Yeah.
else, so it affects them more than what you try to post on
Perfect
social
example
media.
of that would be where you have a child where you tell them you don't have money for X, Y, and Z. And in their mind, they take it to a whole nother level and they think, wow, we're poor. I got to get a job. It's like, no, I don't have money for foolishness. I'm sorry.
Right. Priorities first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does have to be explained.
You know, this is a Jordan Xbox culture. You know, what's the thing where I saw a guy going down the street and he's standing there and the thing's got wheels on it. I don't even know what they call them.
The hoverboard.
I was
Hoverboard.
gonna say, go gadget.
No, this guy was actually on a hoverboard going down the street, and I was like, he could get there faster just walking. But no, we got to be cool, and I just lean, and I'm thinking to myself, that's a
Lazy
situation where it's
society.
like, yeah, to a certain extent, that's a mask. You're trying to show that you got it because of these things you've obtained. But
So, interesting comment. You can love yourself with all of that. Why do people say you don't love yourself? Because you wear things to enhance your beauty. So, dyeing your hair, getting dreads, etc. Y'all didn't wake up like that. you get your hair cut, face shaved, etc. I agree with
that's-
that. I think it's when it comes down to different hairstyles or makeup that people wear. I think it determines how you act when it's off.
Right. Or
If you're the same
you're
person,
willing,
or you feel
Because
like
they
you
do
have
act
to
totally
be
Right,
different.
exactly.
this
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen people where it's like, okay, today I'm gonna wear this hair, and then the next day they're like, I'm just
become
gonna snatch it off,
somebody totally
and you're
different.
a completely night and day, or you feel you need to have this mask to hide
Yeah.
who you really are. Like people won't accept you, but if you're you and you love the beauty of you ins and outs, I don't see anything wrong with enhancing it, just as long as you know you're doing it for you and not for a man. Because
Right.
from what I heard, men don't even like that stuff. I don't.
It's a
They
difference
really
between
don't.
enhancing and overkill, and a lot
Yeah.
of these women nowadays be overkilling. Like you, enhancing is still looking
Like
close
you're
to
you.
natural.
Right. Not that
They
you take
have
it off and you
much
look like somebody
foundation
else.
on, yeah, and they do. You know what I'm saying? All these bronzers and highlights and going
Yeah.
on. The
Men-
eyelashes
men
like
do it
Mr.
too.
Snuffleupagus.
Men do it too.
I have saw videos where men have done it, fake hair and fake hairlines.
Well, you know, the guys that get the spray on beard, you know,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
darken it up and everything like that. No, so I'm not.
And what I noticed also from a woman's perspective, because like I said, I've heard men have a totally different stance on what makeup does and what hair does. But for a woman to woman, I admire a woman who can really do some stuff I can't do with myself. I'm like, I don't have the time or the patience. So I award you look beautiful. I love those earrings. I love that hairstyle. But you know, for me, and I have to be all natural most of the time.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, overkill like surgery, butt pads, fake boobs. Yeah,
Right.
that's over the top.
Yeah.
That's what's over the top.
I mean-
Spandex on top of spandex. About to almost kill yourself. You can't breathe because you got on all these girdles and
I love.
everything.
Wait.
Yeah,
You will
it's-
not talk about my sisters in the Spanx.
You know,
I just want to put this out there while we
sometimes I
have
gotta
this.
hold in that muffin top. There's
There
certain
are-
outfits that I don't want that to show.
There are some unspankable bodies, unspankable body
bodies.
types. Yes, so
They all can be spanked. You
Oh,
just
no.
have to find the right
They can.
artillery.
And that's what they don't be doing. And then they'll go and get a girdle and put it on top of that. And then, it's
And shifting vital organs all around.
exactly. That's what I mean by overkill. And I mean,
Yeah,
enhancing
'cause
as
it's killing
close
themselves.
to natural as possible.
So I did a video earlier today, and one thing I pointed out with the mask is we talked about Obama. There are certain times that masks are appropriate, and certain times that it makes us better as you are a parent, as you are in certain positions, and then there are times where it's detrimental. Do we have any other inputs as far as the times that they're detrimental compared
detrimental.
At work.
Most definitely at work, especially because of the a lot of the policies that are put in place now. Because technically we're adults, but we have to conduct ourselves as children.
I like that.
It makes me despise the workplace environment nowadays because
because freedom of speech is not that free?
it's not even there.
I wouldn't know. I quit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not even there at all.
That's right.
A lot of it comes
hold
down
my
to
tongue.
the fact that, we'll say, well, we can all respect each other's, but you say too much, then she can go to HR on you. If I speak too much or you say too much, I can just say I'm offended. And instead of having a conversation with you on, hey, you know what? I don't agree with you on X, Y, and Z.
You're intimidating, Damien.
Yep.
Right.
So now,
Such a bully.
now
Work
you're right,
bully.
exactly. And those are the words that'll be used. And I think the word bully is highly overused in today's society.
It really is. Everyone is sensitive.
Because you
They
can say,
rather
well,
you
somebody
lie.
was being bullied on social media. How when I can block you? How when I can just cut off the computer? How can I can actually get up and leave this room? The social media world is not even real. It's just a place where cowards go to put their words out there and just see who fires back. That's it.
Yeah, some people just want to be heard.
Yes.
Want attention. The thing about
That's
me,
the
I don't
best
waste.
way to
I don't
get
waste
it.
my breath on trivial stuff unless I'm joking around. I just don't have, like, for instance, before I came up, they have this organization in New Orleans called Take 'Em Down, and what they've done in the past month, it's had these Confederate monuments removed.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was at one of the removals one night, and I got into a conversation with this one white guy, and basically, he was talking back for back. I said, look, are you familiar with Nat Turner? And he was like, and I kind of knew he knew what I was talking about. And then I said, well, So I explained to him Nat Turner led a slave revolt and slaughtered a lot of white people. So I said, so just imagine if the statue they removed, the last name was Beauregard. Mm-hmm. I said, just imagine if instead of it being Beauregard, that statue was Nat Turner. Right. How would you feel about that? He would not answer the question. And I say that to say sometimes people just don't want to hear the truth. Because they have their mind set. So no matter what you say, they already have their mind set. So I don't waste my breath.
There's no reason for this statue to come down, and then here it is, you come with some reasonable reason.
Right.
And it's like,
and
wait
then
a minute.
But that would not answer the question.
But that goes back to the fact that we do not like to be challenged.
Right.
Personally, in our professional lives, we don't like to be challenged. And that's what it really comes from. We think that if she says I'm great, therefore I am great. I'm not going to do anything to change that. I'm not even going to do anything to work a little harder to show my greatness.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But that's our society. We love to be mediocre right now.
What masks do men wear?
Mask of insecurity.
Not to get it. I bet.
And how do they mask the insecurity?
Oh, that's easy. That would be the guy that's going to take you to lunch and knowing for a fact that he can't afford that lunch. It's going to be the individual that is going to kill himself trying to pick up something for you, knowing it's hurting him physically. Mm-hmm. Those individuals that extend themselves out there in situations where they don't have any interest there. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. I think it really comes down to people just being people. The same thing you see on the woman's side is the same thing you see on the men's side. It's we just don't have. We just don't have you all like, oh, my goodness, I want a man with a big butt, so let me go get some booty pops for men. That's the only difference.
Booty pops for men.
Yes.
They're going to come out with that. Somebody's going to trademark that and come out with it.
I think, honestly, society's going to move that way, especially when you're looking at the fact that fashion has got men wearing dresses now and men are carrying purses.
Don't let that stick.
The word the term men is kind of questionable itself.
We'll say males.
Yeah, okay.
We'll say males.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, as fashion changes and as you have, and I blame it on single-parent households. You all can toss that around however you want to, but I think part of it is because you have individuals that are raising young men with the perception of their mind that they know how to do it without a man being in the picture. Mm. And then when you look at some of these individuals, they've never had a man in their life.
Understandable.
So it's like, what are you raising?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have the social mess that we have nowadays. Now, I can say that here. Can I say that at work? No.
You can say that on the air, though. So they're recording you and they're watching you. And just because you're clocked out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What do you mean? I got to meet him in the HR tomorrow. I go in.
About that comment.
Right.
Yeah. No, man. But,
the reason I asked that is because one of the comments I made, someone asked me specifically why a gentleman we know allowed his facial hair and his hair to grow in such a way. And I said, I believe it's a mask. From conversations that I've had, it's easier for him to block that relationship and communication with certain people. If you don't know me, if you don't know what's under all this, then you don't need to know me. It's kind of his perception of it. And I think that men have different ways of hiding or masking what they're really feeling and where they are. And that's why I was just curious on your viewpoint as far as how you feel men wear masks.
When I was going through my thing, I didn't want to be approached or looked at in a certain way. I grew out everything, and I was just like, forget it. I don't care.
Just let boogers hang in your nose and everything.
Not that. I still do some things. I still do some things for me. It was just the growing out of the facial hair.
You won't come over here now.
What's crazy is you still found somebody that loved you just the way you were.
It's crazy.
Because it's different strokes for different folks.
Look at that.
And you all see it too. When you dress down and you got on some sweats and you ain't even comb your hair, you just gonna run into the store to grab something. Yeah, that's and a part of that is just because people. I think real men appreciate seeing a real woman, especially in today's time. I know your hair's yours. I know those are your eyebrows, your eyelashes. I get to see your lips. Mm-hmm. I get to see you. I don't want to see this whole made-up character and then hug you and get some of that character on my shirt, mess up my shirt. Or you go to make a move and now the character's on the seat on my car.
So silly.
A whole face.
Yes.
You know what? It was a court show that I was watching one time, and the man always saw that woman in makeup, and he got married to that woman. He saw her without makeup and was like, no, ma'am. And he filed for a divorce, and he actually won that case. She granted that divorce.
I just want to thank you for the fact that you remembered that horrible situation. That's so sad.
I was really amazed. Like, she was like, he felt deceived and fooled.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, but I don't even see how that's possible. But
That was
that's
his
a whole
fault.
nother-
Yeah,
that's a whole nother subject.
So do you want to have a piece around this one? Did you have something?
No, you know what? I don't have anything regarding that.
No, not
Ah, okay.
No, I do have poems, but I don't have one about about uncovering masks.
I just
But
thought
that's
I
a
could
good
just,
topic to write on, though.
Hello.
It
Open
is.
that up.
Yes.
Open that one up.
Well, before we get up out of here, let them know again, Z, where they can catch the show.
Yep, Inspired. So we normally give shows every second Friday of each month, but this month it will be the second Friday. We'll be returning to the second Friday in July. We also, I believe that's July 28th. Jamia, help me out because you're live. July 28th or 29th, we'll post it. Go to our page, Inspired Soul, but we will be doing something with the Artwork Center down on 5th Avenue across from the Railcat Stadium.
Okay.
We're doing a poetry slam competition and different things like that, exhibiting the arts. We do support all businesses locally, all talent locally. And once again, we'll be having Malone as well as Trip Fontaine from Ohio at our show this Friday. So go to our page, Inspired Soul, purchase those tickets. Make sure that you are there to turn up with us. Thank you.
And now, what do you have coming up next?
I'm just in town. I'm just in town kicking it. I'll be, but if people want to follow me, you can catch me on Facebook, Kayjoe Unscripted, Kayjoe Unscripted. Like I said, I do my event, but I actually don't know exactly when I'll be doing it again. So like I said, I'm just about town. Anybody looking for photography, holler at me.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Crystal, what you got coming up?
Life.
That's what I'm talking about. It's beautiful.
Ready to kick back off or get back into the swing of my masterminds starting back up next week. And we actually have an authors event coming up in June. So authors who are interested in being featured and noticed in the Northwest Indiana area, please feel free to reach out to myself or iRaiseRadio for more details.
That's what's up. Don't forget to check us out, iRaiseRadio on Facebook and on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can follow Crystal Lynn at Crystal Lynn.
And Crystal Lynn O'Brien.
Yes. Yeah, because she's got like 12 names. You can follow me at Just Damion, JUSDAMION on Facebook, and then on Instagram it's Just Damion 76.
You don't even know how old you are. I'm 76.
I told you, I'm 56. I'm 56 today. Don't forget, come on out this Friday, celebrate Jamia Steele's 50th birthday. Shouts out to Jamia Steele, turning 50, doing big things.
You can find her on Facebook as Jamia Steele as well, or under Inspired Soul on Facebook as well.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, check us out next week. But until then, we hope we brought you one level higher
and one step closer
to becoming a better you.
iRaiseRadio.